return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Willis, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They run with Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 79 yards. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense. Not
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 78 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down. Now, I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Here's Winston. Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as they have taken the lead.
Brandon, we're not even out of the first quarter yet, and that's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. Tremendous job, and I think this might come under the heading of when someone has the hot hand, you've got to keep going back to them.
And on the defensive side, they better figure something out quickly.
Yeah, I think that no matter what, you've got to do something to slow him down. I don't care if it's double or triple coverage. Make someone else emerge because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
So we got man. Rush in. Rush in. Switch it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check out.
Now a give, right side. Haywood. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Melton. And he's taken down. back in his own 7.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, the second down throw on target. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Ready? Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Campbell downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's get it. Check 31, check 31. Bang, 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 bang.
On 2nd down, Haywood. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd and long. Melton. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 41-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Back to throw. Melton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a give, right side. Haywood. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to fire one deep. It got his man complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jameis now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for... Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 36 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 1, Winston. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Winston. And that's caught inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll keep it on the ground. Haywood. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On 3rd down, Haywood.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Let's go.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Mike. 53, Mike.
On first down, Melton looking for Harry. He airs it out deep and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
To throw again, Melton looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Looking for Campbell downfield. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play that time for the Colts. 42 yards. They'll try to run with Hines. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Flip it. Check it backer. Let him go.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They run the counter. Haywood, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Operating from the gun, Melton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Needs something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Melton. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased to punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. This is Hines. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point safely through. And a lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Melton buying time to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Here's Hines. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
It's our field. Hey, it's our move.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all.
And now here is another interception. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be taken at the 10. Oh, look at the... Now a hit and a loose football.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first, or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Man, I got you.
On first down, Haywood. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 18 gator. Mike. And come out. Coming up to you. Check 26. Check 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Watch out. Tighten up. Check. Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey. Shit. Alert flare. Flash it go.
They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll sink now to 0-4.